somewhere else. That's a very cool idea, not one that we had frankly considered. So maybe just a question I would ask is, if you had a bunch of tokens sitting in an account somewhere, what would you recommend we go do with those?
Well, what we had thought behind it was providing something like, again, using entertainment for it. So we're thinking like, oh, you've got all these tokens. Say you went on your flight to Johannesburg, or maybe you even went further to like Indonesia and you had a layover somewhere, or you're traveling over somewhere cool and you collect your token. That token is unique to you or unique to that specific location like in the world, right? So we're thinking, oh, maybe you could trade them with other Delta members, and that sort of creates that customer to customer relationship. Or we could have like games curated similar to our thought process behind it was like what Netflix has been doing with their entertainment, where they've got little recommendations of games on top of movies.
Yeah.
And they've got like demonstrations and partnerships with other game companies. But on the Netflix app itself, you can play little demos of all of them, and then they're all based off of movies that are already coming out that Delta's producing. So we're thinking you use these tokens and they assist you in these games, and you can also collaborate with other customers to sort of share, trade, or basically just like create a community around the tokens themselves, if that makes sense.
I like it for that reason, because you kind of gamify where you're going.
Yeah.
Say you're going to Johannesburg and you're crossing all of these, important geographies, you're collecting these tokens. Now you create a leaderboard.
Yeah.
And wouldn't it be cool if you walked in and saw your name at the top of the leaderboard? And what if you could take those tokens and say, hey, look, I got 50 tokens sitting in my account. I'd love to trade those in for an upgrade.
Yeah.
Right? If I bought a main cabin seat, I can upgrade to Delta One. That'd be very cool. Or even bump yourself up on top of an upgrade list because you were top of the token list.
Yeah.
It's a very cool concept. I like it.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Awesome stuff. No, this is great, guys. You guys did an amazing job. I would say one thing, and I know you guys know this, and I know Ms. Fancher has probably given you this feedback before, and it's really important. What you guys are doing right now, critically important not only for your ID program, but like for the rest of your lives, right? Like being able to get up in front of a group and make a compelling presentation and a pitch to somebody, that is a skill set that not very many people have. And for the rest of your lives, that's going to be like critically important in your next stage of education, in your early career, and late in your career. And the people that can do that are the ones that will absolutely rise to the top. So, well done. High marks on everything you guys pulled together. I know it was a team effort, so thank you to the full team who I know contributed a ton to this, and to those that had diligence calls with us. This was absolutely fantastic. But I give you guys a lot of credit. I know this is not easy, and thank you again for coming in on your fall break to do a presentation to me. That's a lot to ask. So, and I apologize for asking you guys to do that. That's not intended, but it was fantastic and well done.
Well, thanks so much, and we totally enjoy it anyway. So it's perfectly fine.
So maybe last question for me. I'll ask one more question on the engine side.
Okay.
How did you guys come to these conclusions? Was it through conversations with tech ops? Was it through research that you were doing online, or was it other methods?
Much of it was publicly available research that we were able to find. Some of it was just our interview with you helped a lot with it. But yeah, much of it was just there's a lot of publicly available information on different MRO bays. So we found a variety of different websites that are able to provide information on which bays have like different capabilities and what bays have different owners, because the owners matter a lot, because that's who we're going to be partnering with, or Delta would be partnering with. So we were just able to make conclusions based off of the available data.
Well, that's great. Listen, what I've learned in my short time in the industry, I've been in the industry now 10 years. The airplanes matter, and they're cool, right? We get to go sit on these cool seats, and we have the IFE, and it's great. We get to do a lie flat and whatnot, but the engines are everything, right? If the engines don't work, the airplanes are just tin cans sitting on the ground.
Yeah.
And that's a big deal in the industry right now, because many of our partners, even Delta, right? We've got airplanes that are sitting on the ground. It has everything to do with the engines not being serviced or serviceable, and not having access to materials and parts and supply chain snafus in places like China and whatnot. So it's a big deal. And what you're talking about here, it's literally one of the biggest industries in the world. right? I mean, think about what companies buy, right? Companies buy, they spend CapEx to go buy materials, they spend CapEx to go buy inputs into their business. Well, the two biggest checks you would ever write are for airplanes and for airplane engines, right? These are $200 million single items that you're buying. For engines, it's a $30, $40, $50 million single item that you're buying, and you need two of them to go fly an airplane. And the Boeings, the Airbus, the GEs, these are like name your country Inc. For Airbus, of course, it's France Inc. For Boeing and for GE, it's America Inc. Just in terms of the amount of import-export volume that those companies are driving. Huge.
Yeah.
Massive for the tax base, massive for employees and their compensation, important for people living their lives and going to cool schools like Mount Vernon.
Yeah.
Right? So, listen, thank you guys. This is really cool. Appreciate you guys coming in, and looking forward to doing more of this.